Hello, hi. I'm Gabnonymous, also known as Gab, the creator of ThatGabGuy, the man behind this channel, essentially. And I just wanted to give you all an update regarding the future of this channel and what's to come, I hope. But essentially, for those who do not know, or for those who are subscribed to this channel but don't know about my other channel, yes, I do have another channel called Gabnonymous where I post more frequently. And as of recent, I've been focusing more on other um, projects outside of that Gab Guy. And it's been fun. It's been really fun. I've been working towards more other projects other than that Gab Guy as of recent. And what does that essentially mean for that Gab Guy? Well, I gave it a bit of thought and I decided to put the project towards some sort of a back burner, but before that, actually, no, let me explain this properly. I do not have a script prepared, by the way, that you can tell. But essentially, what I want to do with that Gap Guy is I want to essentially recreate everything, and that includes the animations prior to this video that I'm making right now. Um, what I'm basically, excuse me, what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna scrap pretty much all of the animations slash videos here, and basically start from scratch again. Because turns out, using my actual, or at least some parts of my personal life into making that Gab Guy wasn't really my intention. Instead, I wanted that Gab Guy to be a completely separate entity from me, Gabnonymous. Hence why I made the channel Gabnonymous, because I've been essentially been that Gab Guy for almost 4 or 5 years now. Like, I'm the dude who's acting like him because it's my story, it's me. So, I guess that makes sense. And not only that, but we share a name. So, but as of recent, I've came to realize that I want to separate me, Gabnonymous, as I refer to myself, from that Gab Guy, because it's brought a lot of confusion and a little bit tiring, because there was a bit of a weird thing that I used to do in voice calls in Discord, where whenever, you know, I was that Gab Guy, I would play him instead of me, like my actual personality, and that got tiring. And as of not really recent, but just a I'd say a few months ago, I decided to lay down, or at least, put the persona off, or just take the mask off, whatever you guys consider, and just be myself. And that has been very fulfilling, like very, very fun. And I didn't really feel like I was playing someone. I mean, it's just me. And that's actually what I used to think with that Gab Guy, but I realized that if I want to make that Gab Guy a good story with like a really beautiful, um, like a really beautiful story altogether, with plot and whatnot, I decided, let's not base him off my life a bit too much, because let's be honest, my life isn't really that interesting. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm giving up on that Gap Guy. I've been working on this character for 5 years, essentially just the general period of my life on the internet, really. Ever since I started, this channel. This was actually my first ever Google account. I've immediately created the character, maybe under another name, but it was still Gab. He's gone through, I'd say, about 3 phases, so this isn't really anything surprising. Those phases being Angry Gab 2000, the Anger Reborn, the Fist King Angry Gab. Um, with a, there used to be a story called, at least what I used to write, called The System. It was essentially pretty edgy. I mean, as you would with 11-year-old writer at the time in like 2018, I'd say. But around 2019, that Gab Guy was made, and I was going on like back then. Yeah, that was weird. Back then, I wanted to write him as a storytime animator, like storytime animation styled stuff. Jaden Animations, the odd ones out. But I decided, you know, as a reason to give him some justice and you know expand more because I don't want to spoil the story that I have in mind for him, but essentially I want him to be as versatile in almost any video format there is, whether that be outside of animation, maybe like live action. That's really nice. And I know I haven't shown any of my live action videos to the at least as of posting this video. I haven't posted any of my live action stuff towards my Get Anonymous channel, but I really, really want to do more live action stuff if I have the time. But essentially, I just want to give that Gab Guy all I've got as of recent, like compared to the making of animation, the first video, or at least the first official That Gab Guy video as of now, it was using a completely different animation program that I wasn't really used to, and that really took a toll on the quality of the animation. But as of recent, I've been using a different animation program, and things have been going very smoothly and enjoyable. And I'd like to give myself a bit more time, essentially, to sort of kind of learn more of animation, polish a bit of my work because the videos in Gabnonymous have been, I'll have to admit, they are a little bit under par as to what I've expected. But with recent, or at least hopefully along the line, I'll, you know, I'll probably have like a bunch of different upgrades to my equipment, and as of recent, I've been getting more and more involved with what hardware I use, what software I use, yada yada, and it's helped me a lot. I've been learning more on how to use this and that to improve certain aspects of my work. And, if that was the case, then why not just do the same with that Gab Guy? So, once again, to those who didn't listen or didn't want to listen to the entirety of this video, essentially, I'm giving that Gab Guy a hard reset once again. All of the videos here will be privated, or at least hidden. I don't know. Private makes more sense. But they won't be deleted because I'm too proud of these just to delete these. But for all the lore seekers out there in the future, I hope none of these videos are canon. None. Just nope. None. But yeah, expect greatness in the future for that Gab Guy. But for now, I would appreciate it if you guys were to give me support in my other future endeavors. But for now, that Gab Guy will return one day when the time is right, when the story is, fixed and all, when everything's finalized, when everything is said and done. He will come back. I swear. But essentially, I still have a lot of things I want to do with that Gab Guy, really. Like I said, I'm really optimistic for his future. And maybe, maybe one day we'll achieve greatness with this character. But for now, I keep saying this. I shouldn't, but this will be the last time I'll say it. Please, if you can, feel free to support me on my future endeavors because I like working on different projects right now, and I'll build experience up for making those shows to return back to that Gab Guy with a fresh coat of paint, with a better product and a beautiful story, essentially. So yeah, that's pretty much all. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all so much to those who decided to listen to the entire thing, because this is essentially just me blabbering about. I am not very good recording myself. I don't really do this that often, but to those who are willing to wait for the return of that Gab guy, thank you all so much. Um, I don't know how to end this. Bye, I guess. Yeah, okay. I'll just end it like bye. See ya. No, I gotta do something better. Um, bye. I hope to see you all on my Anonymous channel. I hope you all support my work there. And I hope that maybe one day when that Gab guy returns, all of you will be there. But for now, please stay safe and have a good one.